Nothing's overnight. Some days you lose, some days you survive. Still strong, even moving slow. Every step counts more than you know. I found gold.
Marcus Willis, welcome to the podcast, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Marcus, I couldn't sleep last night, anticipating having you here, man. I'm excited. You and I have had many a conversation after training.
Yep.
And you know the old saying, iron sharpens iron.
Yep, definitely.
You have sharpened me, brother.
Yeah.
And I hope that through this podcast, someone else be sharpened through
Definitely.
it. But Marcus, I have a I got an introduction for you here. But before I give you this introduction, I want to give you my own personal take on you.
Mm-hmm.
In anticipation for having you here, just thinking about the relationship that you and I have had.
Mm-hmm.
You're a boxing coach, you're a boxing teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's your wheelhouse. And what stuck out in my mind was when you're teaching me certain movements, and it wasn't natural to me. It wasn't coming across. It wasn't easy for me. I found myself worrying about you. Like, I wanted to please you. I was feeling bad that I'm not catching it fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I was waiting for you to lose patience with me.
Yeah.
And you never did. You never lost patience with me. They say that what makes a person, like the hard wiring, what makes a person is between just like ages 0 to like 5 or 7, what hard wires you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that fear that I had was waiting for you to lose patience with me was when I was growing up. I got a good dad.
Yeah.
I got a good dad. But when I wasn't catching on fast enough, and my dad was, I'm sure, had responsibilities on him.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I was struggling in math.
Yeah.
My times tables.
Okay.
My times tables. I still, if I see times tables cards to this day, I get anxiety.
Yeah.
I get anxiety because when my dad was trying to teach me, and I wasn't getting it,
Mm-hmm.
that frustration came out.
Yeah.
And I learned under pressure. I learned how to perform under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like something flips in your brain when your dad's across from you.
Yep.
And and tears are coming down, and I'm trying to learn 12 times 12. Ooh. You figure out how to learn.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for that to happen with you when I wasn't getting it, and it never happened. You continued to be patient with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I still learned.
Yeah.
I just learned in a different way.
Yeah.
So when I think about Marcus Willis, I think patience.
Appreciate that.
patience. I think patience. My own personal take.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, Marcus Willis. Professional boxer since 2009.
Yep.
You've had 125 amateur fights. I want to hear about those fights. The good ones and the bad ones.
Yeah, definitely.
33 professional fights.
Mm-hmm.
You are the owner of Assassin Fight Club.
Yep.
Where you coach boxing, you teach, you mentor.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You also own Assassin Fight Gear, which is apparel. I have some of your shirts.
Yep.
Apparel and again fight gear.
Yep.
What I think defines you the most is that you are a mentor. I've watched you.
Yeah.
I've watched you. You use not just teaching the skills, but you're shaping people. I've watched you, and I admire you for that. I've watched you. And then, last but not least, you're 39 years old, brother.
Getting up there.
39 years old. I noticed a little gray in
Yeah,
your beard.
yeah. I was just in the bathroom, and I'm like, hold on, where these come from?
Wasn't there last time I saw you. So, Marcus, everyone that comes on the show gets a Still Strong hat. These are Richardson 112s.
Awesome.
My kids tell me they're the best, so I want to give that to you.
Cool. Thank
to
you.
represent us.
I got you something too. You can take that out.
Yeah, man.
If you have a few Assassin Fight gift shirts, this one is Assassin Fight Club shirt, but on the back, I only give these to my fighters.
Oh.
You know? So these are only for my guys that compete and that fight. And I thought this was special because you are definitely a fighter, you know? In every sense of the word, you're a fighter. Yep.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. So all right, good deal. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, Marcus, I told you that we're gonna just take a ride down this road and where it goes. But I told you how we're hardwired. Like most of our hardwiring is in those early years.
Yeah.
So I just want to start there.
Yeah.
Just take our time. The man that you are today, looking back at those early years, can you kind of trace that back to how you were, your environment you're raised in, how you were, like those early molding years? Can we just talk about that for a while?
Man, I was born and raised in a very, very good family. I could say a word to describe it as safe. You know, my mom and my dad, they worked. You know, they definitely they put a lot of effort into what they did and to provide for us. We were definitely brought up with a lot of love, a lot of care, and a sense of self. You know, so I'm the third of four brothers. You know, my oldest brother is 7 years older than me. I have a brother, Quentin, 2 years older than me, and then my younger brother, Leighton, he's 11 years younger. You know, so all four boys. You know, but we had very good parenting. I could count on one hand how many times I see my parents argue. You know, every night we went to sleep with them. You know, telling us good night. They love us, they kiss us and everything. We ate dinner as a family together. Like my family was like the Huxtables.
Really?
My family was like the Huxtables, you know. But we definitely knew what it was to work. You know, it wasn't, weren't fed on a silver spoon or anything like that. We knew the value of hard work, definitely. Like we were out there digging trenches. I think my dad would just give us shovels just for no reason, you know, like just to build us up, you know, like what are we digging a trench for? What are we out here digging for? You know, but we were taught like hard work, and both my parents were pillars in the community too. So really? Just the loving family, you know, came up with the loving family and a lot of values and everything that I still hold on to this day.
You said your parents were pillars in the community. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So my mom, she worked at the Stars Complex. Before that, she worked at, I can't remember. There was another after school program that she was at before the Stars.
Okay.
But she's always been in the community, you know, just raising up a lot of the kids in the Dunbar community. She was a director and she was like the sports director and the manager at the Stars Complex.
Okay.
And she also, my mom, we grew up in church. My mom sang and she started a community choir called the Singing Stars, you know.
Nice.
So, you know, I was in that choir too, you know, but like me and my brothers, we were in the choir, and a lot of the kids in the community that could sing and some that couldn't, you know, were in the choir. But my mom, she gave a lot of herself, you know, to the community with that choir and, you know, with raising kids at the Stars Complex. My dad, he coached at the Fort Myers Rebels back in, I think he started in the 80s, you know, late 80s, he started Rebels. And he fought, you know, in middle school up until like high school and everything. Right before, I think he stopped when I was like 2 years old. He stopped fighting.
Okay.
A year or 2 years old, but he, used his knowledge to give back to, kids. He was at the Fort Myers Housing Authority first. He started a boxing program there. And then the Fort Myers PAL, Police Athletic League. My dad, ran the program there.
Okay.
But he was a stellar football coach. My dad was he was a phenomenal football coach. A lot of his kids went to national tournaments. He's had. My dad had. I think they created a rule on my dad because he would run up the score. Like his kids were so talented. And he was a mad scientist when it came to the playbook. Man,
Nice.
he was a really good coach.
He gave it everything he had.
Mm-hmm.
He was eating it up.
Definitely.
Nice.
Definitely. Yep.
Your proper introduction I gave you, one of the last things I said was you were a mentor.
Yeah.
And you just described your parents.
Exactly.
And so when I said, hey, most of the hard wiring that happens is early on in life, it's no surprise to me that you are a mentor yourself from watching your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Definitely. Yeah.
that's neat.
It trickles down, man. My oldest brother Larry, he was ranked number 3 in the nation before he went to the Army.
Hold on, he was a fighter as well?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So all 3 of us fought. The only one that didn't fight was my little brother, but he can fight, He never competed, but he could fight. Larry
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How did the 3 boys get into fighting? Obviously your dad taught you. Like let's let's talk about that for a while.
Well, legend tells it. My dad used to get beat up. He used to get bullied in middle school, and this girl used to beat my dad up.
Oh my
so and like my dad, he tells a lot of stories. Like sometimes, like he can fabricate a story,
Okay.
He tells a story about when this girl, beat him up and or they get ready to fight, and his sister comes out with the chair, so he's thinking his sister's gonna help him, and she has popcorn. I'm like, most fights don't last that long. Right. How she has time to pop popcorn and then grab a chair? But my dad fabricates a lot of stories. But this girl used to beat up, like she terrorized the neighborhood, so he wasn't the only one that got beat up by her. But he tells the story like, the reason I got into fight was because, this girl used to, beat me up. And I wanted to protect myself. So he started boxing, so.
Was there a local gym that he was going to, or how did he?
So when he started boxing, I believe he started boxing with Coach John Doherty.
Okay.
John Doherty's an Irish guy. He passed some years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Coach John was a really cool, just Irish guy, old school, Catholic, always had rosary beads and, but he was, stern, like there was no bullshit with Coach John, he didn't let anybody like slack off,
Got it. Structure.
Yeah, very. Yeah. So my dad boxed with Coach John, and then he started boxing with the guy by the name of Coach Joe Clow. Okay. Joe Clow was one of the world-renowned amateur boxing coaches. Okay. And I don't know exactly where Joe is from, but I remember him. I was 4 or 5 years old.
Got it.
When Joe was around here, but Joe was I think a 2 or 3 time Olympic boxing coach.
Wow.
And I know the last maybe 25 to 30 years he's been in Thailand.
Wow.
So he's been living over there, training fighters over there. He's in his 80s now, and he's still moving around.
Nice.
Yeah.
So your dad was getting bullied by a girl.
Yep.
Learned how to throw hands.
Yep.
And it apparently stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he passed it on.
He passed it on to us. Yeah. He was like, my boys ain't never gonna get beat up like this, So yeah, he passed it on to all of us,
Was your dad your boxing coach for a while?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
What time did you start fighting?
So I was in the gym in diapers,
Wow.
There's pictures of me in the gym in diapers, my brother Larry Jr., I think he started fighting when he was like maybe 9, 8, 9, or like 8, 9, or 10. And so when I was 1, Larry was 8 at the age, he was able to fight. So, yeah, I started boxing. I started doing contact when I was 5 years old,
Wow.
So I was like, ready to fight at 8 years old when that's the legal age to compete. But at 5 years old, I was already, like sparring and everything.
So let me ask you a question. I don't imagine that there's very many 5-year-olds that are in the boxing community.
Yeah.
So at 5 years old, who are you sparring against?
Well, Coach Joe Cloud had some foster kids that he had, and they were around my age. So
Okay.
he brought them to the gym, and we would beat each other up. I have very vivid memories of us like just sometimes we would just go at it without the gloves. But yeah, there were some other kids that were my age that were at the gym too.
Got it.
Not a lot, but they kind of like fizzled off a little bit. And then I was sparring kids that were, like my age or older. I was 7, 8 years old, and there were a lot of kids that couldn't compete with me. So like, kids would be there and they would be gone. And for a while I didn't have a lot of sparring partners, or it changed a lot.
Got it. The reason why I asked is my brother is about 5 years younger than me. And brothers wrestle. We were just always wrestling. Right?
Yeah.
And so he was used to going up against me. So when we moved to Florida, there was a local freestyle wrestling place that we both joined.
Okay.
And my brother he just dominated. And the reason why he dominated was he's like, oh, you're the same size as me.
Yeah.
And he was used to wrestling me. So when he saw somebody his size, there was something unlocked in his brain. He was just good. He just dominated. And so I was curious, at 5 years old, if you were, like boxing people bigger than you, and then now you're, I was just curious. So.
Yeah. I didn't start. So my brother's Quentin. He's 2 years older than me, and Quentin's bigger than me. I tell people Quentin is more athletic to me. Quentin is the more athletic out of all of us, out of all the brothers. And I didn't start sparring with Quentin until I think I was maybe 13 or 14, and it hurt. It hurt. Quentin, he can punch, man. He could punch always.
It's funny you say that because I remember talking to your dad one time, and your dad said Marcus is good. He said Quentin hits hard.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah. Really hard. Really hard.
Talking about your brother, one of the first times that I came to take a class with you, I was warming up, and your brother came in, with his long
dreads,
hair. He just kind of, he was nice, introduced himself, real cordial, and he grabbed a jump rope, and he just was over there warming up, and I'm in pretty good shape, but that man was on that jump rope and just was going forever, brother.
Yeah.
He was going forever, just boom, boom, just like natural. It was going forever. I was like, okay, there's a whole nother level here.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother level here. So that's what I remember about Quentin.
Yeah.
Was he was on that jump rope, dude, just long time, not even slowing down.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So can you describe for me like what it was like for you in school? I think you played football, didn't you?
Yeah, I played football. I played football from, 5 years old up until my junior year in high school. I believe I stopped playing football.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we were really good athletes, I was scoring 20 plus touchdowns a season. Always like the top dog on my team, leader, captain and everything. Played both ways, offense and defense and special teams. I even played kicker,
Wow.
So I kicked. I would kick the ball. I was a kicker for kickoff, and I had a kick. I would kick it past the 10-yard line, at 9, 10, 11 years old, and kicking it, I would be the first one down there too.
Wow.
and get the tackle.
So you're quick.
Yeah. So the speed came. The speed was in our family. My dad was fast because he had to run from that girl that beat him up most of the time. And my mom ran track too, so we had speed in our family.
Got it.
Yeah. So and like I wouldn't say all of us are fast. My brother Larry wasn't the fastest, but he was quick. He played linebacker. Me and Quentin played receiver, running back. I played a little bit of quarterback and defensive back. So we're all over the field.
Listen to you talk. Man, kudos to your parents for investing in you boys.
Yeah.
Like your work ethic, your talent, sounds like all of that was not by accident.
Yeah.
That was an intentional investment by your parents.
Yeah.
Poured into you. And that's good to see, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love your dad.
Yeah.
I've only met him a few times, but he just, like, I vibed with him right off the bat. Just a humble guy.
Yeah.
But you could tell, even in his older age, you could tell he could get with it if he needed to.
Oh yeah. He still got it. He still got it, man.
Marcus, I'd like to. I could go two ways with this. I could go two ways with this. All right, let's do this. The name of the podcast is Still Strong. Okay. Still Strong, my demographic. I just turned 50. You know what I mean? But not done yet. I still got stuff I got to do. I still push myself. I still got boundaries I'm trying to push. I haven't given up yet. So still strong in my demographic, but also still strong after life adversities. Yeah. After overcoming a hardship. Okay. So I kind of want to do two things right now. I want you to describe for me, you pick whatever fights you want. Amateur fights, pro fights, I don't care. I want you to describe for me maybe a couple different fights. Maybe one that turned out where you were on top and one that you lost. I'd like to know, I would like to get like an inside view from a fighter, not just the physical training, but what goes on emotionally, what goes on mentally. Take me through the process of a fight. Okay, so I'm going to have a fight X amount of days or months out. What's the prep like? What's the anticipation like? Stepping into the ring as the rounds go, and it's the adverse, like I'm getting it, but then I just got a blow that I wasn't expecting, and now I'm dealing. You follow me? Take me through this, and then however the outcome was after the outcome, the days after the outcome. Yeah. And then what I would like to do is maybe tie in some life challenges and equate life challenges to a fight. Yeah. And try to draw those connections. Okay. So let's just take our time and work our way through this. So you pick. Just pick a whatever you want.
Man, I have a lot of fight stories. I actually started writing a book quite a few years ago. I haven't gotten around to finishing it, but there was a fight, and I titled this chapter "Welcome to the Pros." It was my second fight, and I had already had 125 amateur fights. 108 wins, 17 losses. Wow. My first fight, I beat some guy that shouldn't even been in the ring with me. Wow. My second fight was down in West Palm Beach, and there's a weight, where you can fight in 8-ounce gloves or, 10-ounce gloves. If you're under 150 or 151, you can negotiate and fight in 8-ounce gloves. Okay. You're normally only supposed to fight an 8-ounce at 147.
So describe to me, for people who may not know, what's the difference between an 8-ounce glove and a 10-ounce glove? Like, why is that significant?
2 ounces make a big difference,
Why?
Because there's, smaller gloves, so less padding. So you're feeling
faster hands. You're
feeling more fists, than padding, Okay. And faster hands. The punches definitely come a little faster. I was always in great shape, and this fight. So the first time I fought was in a middle school gymnasium. The second time I fought was on a really nice golf course, in West Palm Beach. Lights, it was all done up, all the glitz and glamour, and big stage, nice crowd, everybody dressed up to the T. I don't remember what fight I was. I was maybe like the second or third fight. And 4-round pro fight. It's my second fight. And I fight this Spanish kid. And, like, I'm excited. I'm ready, like I'm all like.
Hit the pause button.
Yeah.
Are you going 8-ounce gloves or 10-ounce gloves?
These were 8-ounce gloves.
8-ounce
yep.
gloves.
Yes. So this fight was 8-ounce gloves.
So you negotiated for 8-ounce gloves.
Yep.
Okay.
I was cool with it.
Rizzo, you're good with it.
I'm like,
let's get it.
I'm ready. Like I already know who I am, what I've done in the amateurs. I'm like, I know what I'm about to do in the pros. I'm ready. Like, so
okay.
It don't matter who's in front of me. I'm ready.
You're dialed in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a positive mindset.
Yeah. Definitely focused.
You're ready to go to war.
Yep. So training has been good. Did all the work, and get in there.
How long did you prep for this fight?
Man. So back in this time, I was always ready. So it wasn't like we were already.
You're a warrior.
Always prepped.
Listen, you're a warrior.
Yeah.
You're always prepped up.
Yeah.
You're always ready for battle.
So we were pretty much always in camp.
Got it.
Like, so there wasn't like, okay, Marcus, you got to fight. Let's get ready. No, Marcus is ready. We can fight right now.
I love that.
So we were always, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready,
I love that.
So we were always ready, like we never had an issue with my dad, or my dad never had an issue with us telling us what to do. Like, he had an issue with us slowing down. Wow. Like he had to slow us down because we worked. Me and Quentin, we went to work. He never had to get on us to get us to do what we needed to do. We were already doing it. So we were always ready. But this fight, like, I came out and it was a good fight. I get in there, I'm doing my stuff, and this kid was good. I'm like, okay, like, it's a fight. And he cracked me in the second round with the right hand. And I'm like, oh, okay. I feel that. Welcome to the pros.
Where'd he hit you? Where'd you get hit?
He caught me right on the chin. Yeah, okay. Right on the chin. And there is a lot of moments in the fight where I felt like it was a out of body experience, where I could see myself. Like it was a movie, And
so hold on a minute. So when you're having that experience, how'd you feel about that? Was it scary? Was it like, what's that emotion like?
It wasn't scary. I was like in tune.
So things are slow motion.
Yeah,
okay. So you're almost like you're playing yourself.
It's a video game. Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
It was definitely like that.
You're so dialed in that you're like, so things are slow motion and you're watching. Okay, understood.
Yep, it's like going from first person to aerial view. It's like, so it was.
And this is the first time having that experience.
This is my first time having that experience. This is the only time having that experience.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And there is parts of the fight where I don't remember. I remember the crowd going crazy. I remember, like doing my thing, catching this kid, like cracking him. I remember parts of the conversations in the corner with my dad and my brother, I don't remember the decision. So we get back to the dressing room and I'm talking to my brother. I'm like, I won that fight, right? He's like, yeah, I thought you won it. I'm like, no, I won that fight, right?
Oh.
He was like, yeah, I thought you won. I'm like, no, bro, like, I don't remember the decision.
Wow.
Like, I got the win, right? He was like, no, it was a draw. I'm like, are you serious?
It was a draw.
Like, I won that fight.
Wow.
And I'm trying to, everybody's cheering for me. Like, people screaming my name. And I know I fought my ass off. And it was a good fight. It was a good fight. And I'm pretty sure I was concussed,
Oh,
And you know, just like having moments like that, it happens in boxing where a lot of fighters we get hit in the head
yeah.
for a living, you know.
Yeah.
So that brain gets rattled. And there's moments where you probably don't hear a lot about it, where fighters talk about it or are open to like really share a lot of the experience that happened, you know, with the dangers of boxing, you know. But that was one of my, like, I was like, okay, welcome to the pros. Like that was one of my, like, you know, I guess impactful moments in the pros. It was my second fight and everything. But my third or fourth fight, I fought on ESPN, Friday Night Fights and
So
everything.
hold
But
on a sec.
yeah,
Your second fight, you don't remember the decision.
yeah,
It
it
was
was
a
very
draw.
spotty. Yeah.
It was a draw. You came to the conclusion that you're concussed,
Mm-hmm.
and this is your profession now, and it's only your second
Yeah.
fight. So that had to, got it.
Well, I didn't know I was concussed then.
But looking back,
Looking back, I know I was yeah.
got it.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I just got hit hard, you know. Just, you know, it happens, you know. So got rattled a little bit, got hit hard, and you know, this is where I'm at. This is the life that I've been dealt and everything. This is the profession that I'm living in. So it comes with it.
Comes with the territory,
Mm-hmm.
and you love that profession.
Definitely.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
can tell.
Yeah.
So your brother says it was a draw.
Mm-hmm.
You gave it everything you had.
Mm-hmm.
You were anticipating the win. It wasn't a loss, but it was a draw.
Yeah.
So it was almost like, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. If it was me, I'd be like, well, that was a waste of effort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I went through all this just like give me at least if I lost, I lost. Like now it's just like
Yeah. It's a letdown.
it's a
It's a letdown.
So
Yeah.
okay, can you describe what kind of emotions were there, and then how long did those last, or did you just bounce back up and move on to the next thing, or were there some emotions there?
I think with the draw, it's not that heavy. I'm like, you know, in the moment, I'm like, well,
Got it.
you know, just gotta get back, do it again, you know.
But it's also a reflection on your record.
Yeah, but it's better to have a draw than it is a loss.
Sure, got it.
So I was upset about it because I knew it should have been a win, but I wasn't
Oh man,
consumed in it.
got it.
Yeah.
What you just said, and like I told you, you just hit something heavy, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You just hit something heavy. You said I should have won.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the man that's making the call doesn't get the call right.
Yeah.
But he's the one making the call.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got a decision to make. Am I going to become bitter about this?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to go after this guy for not making the call? Or am I going to just dust myself up and get back and go again? Sometimes people get it wrong.
Yeah.
It hurts when people get it wrong, doesn't it?
Definitely.
It hurts in life when people judge you, they characterize you a certain way, and they get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you just said I didn't get consumed with it.
Yeah.
That's important, because I think we can get consumed with it. We can get caught up in the emotion of the draw, how that wasn't right, and play the tape over and over and over again, and get stuck in that cycle of that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we got work to do. We got to move on.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That was a good. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
That's a life lesson.
Yeah.
That's a life lesson.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to get it right, and it's not my job to make sure they get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, God, you allowed that to happen. I'm gonna take it that was what I needed in life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get ready for the next one.
Yeah.
That was a good lesson.
Yeah. No, definitely. Even with losses, I was the type of fighter, like, if I got a loss, I'm like, no, I need to get right back in there, you know?
So let's talk about a loss. Tell me about another fight. Walk me through a process of a fight that you can remember where you got the loss. I mean, dang, you had 125 amateurs and 30 something. You got a whole bunch to pick from.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I would say a notable loss. I have a notable fights that shaped me. and kind of, like made me look at the sport differently.
Okay.
It made me stronger because they should have weakened me.
Let's hear it.
So I was, I believe, 17-3 at the time. And I had a fight on Telemundo. It was for, I think it was a NABA or WBA interim title. And I can't remember the guy's name. But big, I think his last name was Melendez, something like that. But big junior middleweight, tall. He's like 6 foot, and we looked him up. He could punch, but he was slow.
Oh, you're doing homework.
Yeah. Oh, always, always. Yeah.
You're doing homework.
Yeah.
You're doing homework on your fighter.
Always. Yeah. I would never take a fight without looking at who I fought.
Got it.
But yeah, he was a big puncher. Tall dude, massive. But he wasn't the skilled fighter that I was. He wasn't fast. He wasn't. He was just strong, big and strong. And that's never been an issue with me. Like I told you, like Quentin could crack, so I was used to power.
You're used to it.
I was used to power. This was, I believe, 8 or 10 round fight. And it was winning this title would have gotten me ranked in the top 15 in the world.
Wow. So there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. But like I was cool with pressure.
You weren't feeling the pressure?
No, I never did. I was always like locked in on whether there's a crowd or not, there's gonna be a ring, and I'm gonna do what I have to do in that ring. I didn't care what was outside the ring.
You not feeling that pressure had to have gone back to you putting on a set of gloves and a diaper.
Yeah.
It's just your environment.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I live and breathe. This is normal to me.
Yeah.
That's a good skill set to have.
Yep. I would say I was nervous up until I was maybe 14, 15, like I would cry before fights, I would,
You would cry?
I would cry. Yeah. Like I would cry in fights, while I'm beating somebody up, I would cry, but like from 8 to 14, maybe 15, I was nervous,
So hold on a minute. I want to you just said something interesting.
Yeah.
You're beating somebody up and you're crying.
Yeah.
What is that? Just some raw emotion coming out?
Yeah, I guess because you're fighting, like, I mean,
Wow.
You get in the fight and you're like, you're like, so it's all the emotions,
All that emotion.
So when
out.
you're young, you don't really know how to channel those emotions.
Oh, that's good
So
stuff,
it's like,
man.
I'm in a fight, like it's competitive. I'm like, like this kid's trying to hurt me. I'm trying to hurt him. Like it's more emotions in it because, I think there's a fear, and there's a maturity or immaturity with emotions at that age, I think I was 14, 15, I think I had maybe like 50, 60 fights.
Wow.
So by that time, it's like, okay, like I've been doing this, for a while. I went on a 30 fight win streak, I was still nervous for a while, but
I want to get back to this fight that we're talking about, but you're hitting some good stuff, and I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my thought.
Mm-hmm.
You said at 14, 15 years old, you're crying while you're fighting because of the emotion. You don't know how to channel that emotion yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it took several fights for you to learn how to channel that emotion.
Yeah.
If you translate that to real life, oh man, you translate that over to real life. When you look back at times of adversary, times of hard times, there's a whole bunch of emotions.
Yeah.
There's fear.
Mm-hmm.
There's self-doubt. Especially, my wife and I were married real early on, had babies right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And then life hits, and there's that, man, this is all riding on me.
Yeah.
Like a whole bunch of emotions. But sitting where I'm at now at 50 years old, like the stuff that used to freak me out when I was 19, it don't even ain't a blip in my heart rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been in some dog fights.
Yeah.
I've been in some dog fights, and those hard times, they refine you. They forge you.
Yep.
They make you harder. They're so good, aren't they? In the time we just want out.
Yeah.
But as we persevere and get through it, it does something to you, doesn't it? It hardens your metal.
Yeah.
And then you find that, you know what, it's just another day in the life.
Yeah.
If I made it through that, I can make it through the next one. And then you throw in on top of that, as a man of faith, that whatever comes into my life is filtered through the hands of a loving God who knows me, who made me, and is trying to forge me and to make me into something.
Yeah.
And that it's going to be okay, because God, you got me.
Yep.
I can't see how this is going to end up good, but you haven't let me down yet, and you ain't going to let me down in the future.
Yeah.
So what you just said, dude, that's why I want to bring, like, these fights and stuff that you've been through, translate them over to real life.
Yeah.
And when you say something, I'm just going to say, hey, dude, that's good.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
And one of my scriptures, my favorite scripture was 2 Samuel 22:35. The Lord prepares my hands for battle, and my hands strong enough to leap tall mountains.
Yeah.
I would put out my trunks, you know. And my faith has definitely been challenged, you know, later on in my life. And, you know, towards the end of my career and everything, there's a lot of things that happen in life that kind of, you know, like made me question a lot of things, you know.
I want to get back to this fight you lost,
Yeah.
but since I want to hear about this, so
Yeah.
since I kind of made that little segue, let's stick with it.
Yeah. So I would say, like, during my career, like, I was like, well, from
When you said your faith was challenged and stuff. Yeah.
there's a lot of things that happen, you know, with my parents divorcing, and things in my career that I couldn't control. When I knew I did the work.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, like, in my Bible, I was in the church, and like, so I was doing the things that I thought I was supposed to be doing, that God, you know, asked me to do as well.
Yeah.
You know, and certain things didn't go my way, you know. So I'm like, why? You know, like, I'm doing what I need to be doing. I'm putting the work in. I'm living correctly, you know. And
from your perspective, from your perspective, is not paying off the way that you would anticipate.
Exactly.
Got it. So let's.
So and I'm getting to a point now to where I'm accepting, you know, like, or I'm learning that God has a different plan, or, you know, things don't always work out the way that you think they are, you know, going to go, you know. So I'm just trying to, like, always be the positive person that I am, no matter what comes about, you know. And the book of Job is one of my favorite books,
really,
you know, because everything he went through, and to continue to have the faith, you know, that he did, I feel like that's the depiction of my life, you know.
That takes maturity to get there.
Yeah.
It takes maturity to get there, to quit beating your head against the wall.
Yep.
And say, okay, God.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Yeah.
And man, you mentioned Job. I mean, Job's own wife turned against him. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you just curse God and just die? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're not married, so maybe you can't relate to this, but what's kept me in the fight, and again, God has a way of putting people in your life to keep you where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And the world can be against me, brother. I can go outside these walls, put on my battle, and do whatever I got to do. The world can be against me. But I come home to my wife who loves me.
That's amazing.
And I need that.
Yeah.
Because that's where I find a lot of my stability. I need that.
Yeah.
That's been God's grace to me.
Yep.
But listen to you talk about that maturing process,
Mhm.
and it is a process, isn't it?
Yeah.
And but would you give it up?
Nah.
No.
No. I think what I've been through has definitely made me the person I am.
Yeah.
And to be able to give the knowledge back to these up and coming fighters. And I think that that's where I'm at now, is like realizing that the things that I've been through, you know, like with fighting, you know, I tell people like my goals had an expiration date, you know,
Yeah.
when it comes to fighting. So now what I live for is helping protect these up and coming fighters, or people that just, you know, want to learn how to box, or just need that mentorship, helping them dodge, you know, all the adversities or whatever life throws at them, but to give them the tools to fight, you know, when it comes to like life situations and letdowns, or just to steer out of the way of, you know, all those problems.
That's good, because what is a mentor? A mentor is a navigator of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're navigating. And how are you such a good navigator? Because of the stuff that you've been through. And that's, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Because I've said it several times on this podcast, and that's why I think this is meant to be. I think God has something in this space,
Mm-hmm.
because I've said it before and I'll say it again. We come from dirt. God formed man from the dust of the ground. Yep. He breathed in his life, and man became a living soul.
Mm-hmm.
When he breathed into us, we became something special. We're created in the image of God, and then he gives us a life. He gives us a life that has purpose and meaning. And when we can share that with others,
mm-hmm.
when we can just let people take a look inside, let you see my chinked up armor, let you see my scars, that has an effect on someone else. And then, you know what? We live this life, we share our experiences with others, and then we go back to dirt. Go back to dirt.
Yeah.
So to be able to share and mentor and what you've learned, to pass it on and to encourage, and to, again, I'll go back to what you and I talked about, walk away sharpened after being around Marcus or being around Keith.
Yeah.
Man, let's get after it.
Yeah.
Let's get after it. I appreciate that about you, man.
Yeah.
All right. So we went off a little rabbit trail, but it was good.
Yeah.
Telemundo, you're fighting a guy, got long reach, and you did the work on him. He's a heavy hitter, but he's slow.
Yeah. So first round, somebody like pretty much after the fight was over, they translated what the commentators were saying for me, because I wasn't avid in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I knew I was winning the fight. First round, you know, I'm outboxing him, you know, like just filling him out. And I'm like, yep, he's slow just like I thought. I see everything coming. And I was touching him, pop, pop, you know, like just seeing what was open and, you know, what I had access to. And he couldn't touch me. And I was like cracking him. Second round, same thing, but he slipped in a nice little right hand. He caught me with a right hand. I'm like, oh, okay. There goes the power. I feel it. You know, he caught me with a nasty right hand. But I recovered, got back to boxing, and, you know, touching him up. Second round could have went to him because of just that one right hand. Other than that, I won the round. From there, third round on to up until like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, I was just blasting him. You know, he couldn't touch me. Like I was like flashy. He couldn't touch me. I'm cracking him, touching with everything I'm throwing. You know, my speed. Like I'm a pretty fast fighter, you know.
Yeah,
and
I
was so I was catching him with a lot of stuff and everything, and I'm coming back to the corner like I'm about to win this title. I'm about to win this fight. I'm finna have a belt. I'm finna do rank. Yeah, I knew it. I felt so good. And during the fight, every time we got in close on a clinch, he would hit me in the back of the head. you know, like he overhand right, like right to the back of my head. And
again, for someone who doesn't know a lot about fighting,
that's illegal.
it's illegal.
Yeah.
And it wasn't getting called?
It wasn't getting called. Was not getting called.
Okay. Do you think there was a bias there?
Yeah, definitely. Black fighter fighting on an all Latin network. There's definitely some bias, you know, but it's fighting, man, you know.
And again, you can't control the bias.
Exactly. You can't.
You can't hit the pause and hey committee, he hit me in the back of the head and like it is what it is, and you gotta adjust and deal with it.
Exactly.
Life is not fair.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
So what did you do? So you got hit in the back of the head?
I kept fighting. You know,
kept fighting.
Either you're gonna fight about it or complain about it. You know, the complaint ain't going. It won't. It's not gonna change anything when it comes to the fight game.
Got it. You already know the narrative is against you.
Yeah.
But in spite of that, you're winning.
I'm winning. So 6th round, I come out and my legs are like jello.
Why?
I got hit in the back. Somebody counted. They said they counted 17 times. I got hit in the back of the head.
Wow.
So
hold on a minute. You got hit 17 times in the back of the head?
The ref never took a point. Probably gave him maybe one warning.
In your corner, your corner's not they're just not listening.
Yeah.
They just don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not my corner, but
no, but I'm saying the ref.
The ref
just doesn't care.
Yeah. So come out the 6th round and my legs are shot. You know, like after like I wouldn't say it was a tough fight up to this point because I outclassed him.
Right.
The only tough part was getting hit in the back of the head and during clinches.
Okay. This is another, and I'm sorry to keep doing this to you, but this is good stuff.
Yeah.
So you're outclassing them.
Mm-hmm.
You're a better fighter.
Yep.
The narrative is against you. You're in a different territory, and you're the outsider. And it sounds like the only way that he can keep up is to cheat.
Yeah.
So there's a lot at stake here.
Mm-hmm.
He got away with one back hit to the back of the head, and nothing really happened. And you said 15 times he hit you in the back of the head and they lost a point or something like that.
No, he never lost a point.
He never lost.
Never lost a point. 17 times. Somebody said they counted.
17 times.
Yeah.
So the only way he can keep up with you is to cheat.
Yeah.
And the only thing that you can do is to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
again, goes back to real life.
Yeah.
So keep going.
So 6th round, my legs are, shot. And I'm still moving, boxing, I'm winning the round. And he steps back, I go to grab him. Cardinal mistake, He throws an uppercut while I'm reaching out, catches me, I go down. The uppercut that he hit me with wasn't as hard as the right hand he caught me with in the 2nd round.
Can you describe to me or explain to me why that's a cardinal mistake?
Well, anytime you're reaching and your hands leave your face, like your hands should never leave your face to go grab a guy,
right.
Because now you're exposed,
You've taught me that a few times.
I did.
You had pads on.
Yeah.
But you say, hey, hands back, hands back, hands back. And I think you got tired of saying hands back. You just went, I'm like, oh, that's why. And then I brought my hands back.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to up.
Definitely. I've been through it.
So why were you reaching for him?
My legs were shot. I was a little tired. I was going for a
recover.
clinch, I was going for a clinch, trying to buy time.
Got it.
And reached out and got cracked with an uppercut. And like I said, the uppercut didn't have as much pop on it as that right hand he caught with in the 2nd round. Mm-hmm. But from getting hit in the back of the head, from, like all the abuse taken back there, and then like the length of the fight, that uppercut mattered.
Right.
At that time. I went down. As soon as I went down, I looked to my dad, let them know, hey, I'm good, which I was. The referee starts counting.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
That's got to be hard for your dad. Like, I got boys.
Yeah.
And if I see my boy be mistreated,
Mm-hmm.
not treated fairly, that's got to be hard for a dad.
Yeah.
Like I feel emotion for your dad
Mhm.
right now because when you said I'm on my knees and I look over at my dad,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you were my boy, I'd jump in there and
Yeah.
start like I would cause some havoc.
Yeah.
So that's your dad must have been feeling something, huh?
There's been some times, man. There has been some times where he's flipped out, you know. Almost got
Good.
cops called on him and
Good.
everything. Yeah, so there's been some we've had some times
Yeah.
where you know, like things didn't go the way that they were supposed to go when he's flipped out and lost it, you know. But yeah, man, this fight, like I went down and
On your knees, you look at your dad.
I
You
look
said,
at
"Dad,
them just to, hey, I'm good,
I'm
like
good,
you know.
Dad. I'm good, pops."
And the referee starts counting at 4. I'm like, what happened to 1, 2, and 3? So I get up at 9 and I walk to him. My legs are good. Like I walk directly to him, and I know this ref too, you know.
Yeah.
And he waves it off.
Really?
I'm like, what? Like I'm winning this fight. Like I'm good. I got up. I was mad. I'm like, I'm good. Look at me. I'm walking right to you. I'm winning this fight. What are you doing? And that fight, man, knowing I was winning that fight, if that fight would have went on, I probably would have stopped this kid.
Really?
Because his nose was bloody, his eye was swole, his lip was busted. You see the picture of us after the fight, you're like, yeah, Marcus won that fight. I look unscathed.
Wow.
And that one, it really messed me up because I have the opportunity to be ranked in the top 15 in the world.
It could have changed your whole
It could have.
life.
It could have. It could have. Like I could have had my first title. You know. This is what I've been working for all my life.
Yeah.
You know. So to take that away from me, you know, that was, it was devastating. You know.
So in your fighting career, was this one of your lowest moments?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, probably top 2, top 3, yeah.
So how long did those emotions last? How long did it take to bounce back? And then describe to me those emotions. Were you bitter?
Oh yeah, I was. It was tough. Like I was ready to fight again, you know, right away, but it was tough accepting defeat when there shouldn't have been defeat.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that, you know, like I was winning this fight and watching it quite a few times because, you know, it was on television, you know, so people saw it. Yeah. And everybody sharing with me like, hey, this the commentators like, yeah, Marcus is too fast for him. He's beating him. He's winning every round. The commentators were in Spanish. They were on my side. You know, they had me winning. They were explaining that my talent and my skill set was too much for my opponent. And that the only way that he could win was to be able to knock me out. And it came fraudulent, right. but it was still a knockout, you know. And I should have won this fight. So it definitely, like, you know, like it's hard to accept defeat when you know you've done everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And at that stage and everything and what was riding on it, you know, the opportunities that would have come after it, you know, it definitely, it hurt me. Yeah.
How long did it take you to physically recover from that fight? Like after a typical fight,
yeah.
your body's taking some blows. How long does it take your body to recover from a fight?
I was young then. So I was young and I was upset. So I don't even think I don't remember being in pain after that fight. I was too upset and hurt to like really feel pain after that fight.
You're just you're a warrior.
Yeah. Yeah, I was ready to go again.
So the physical stuff,
Yeah.
it was the emotional and the
Yeah,
mental, like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the unfairness.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think I was back sparring or back in the gym 2 weeks after that fight. You know,
Wow.
I don't remember being sore after that fight or being,
Wow.
like I can't. Yeah, I can't place a memory on being injured after that fight.
Let me ask you another question.
But there are some where I was like,
I want to hear about
Yeah.
those. I'm gonna ask you another question about this particular fight. You said you're back in the gym like 2 weeks later sparring. Your mindset, did you use that loss as fuel? Did you ever feel like giving up? Like, man, I came so close. Like, what were those emotions in the weeks and months afterwards?
No, I was ready. Like I was like there was no sense of giving up. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter.
Yeah,
So
you
like
are.
there's no giving up. I've been through the adversities in the amateurs. Like
Right.
I've gotten dealt. Like even though I had 108 wins and 17 losses in the amateurs, I would say half of my losses should have been victories and on the big stage. Like to where I should have won national tournaments and everything. So like I've dealt with the adversity. So it didn't hinder me. I was, well, this is what it is. I have to like just get back up and do it again.
Get ready for the next one.
Yeah. So what's next?
So okay. So you just kind of like shook it off and on to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't necessarily use that loss as fuel for the next guy. You know what? Or you're always fueling up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Got it. Marcus, I drank like a pot of coffee this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it ran through me. So I need to take a break.
Okay.
Has that ever happened in a fight? Have you ever, like, in the middle of a fight, just had to go pee real bad?
Not to me. I've had to use the bathroom before a fight.
Yeah.
And it's too late. So you just
You
gotta
gotta
suck
get
it back up.
I was curious.
But the nerves they take it away.
They take it away.
But I've seen somebody take a dump in a fight before. A long time ago. Like somebody let one go.
my
In some amateur
goodness.
fights like a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I'm not gonna pee my pants on my own podcast. So
Yeah, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
let's take a break and we'll get back after it.
All right.
All right, brother. This part of the podcast is brought to you by Assassin Fight Club and Assassin Fight Gear. If you're in the Lee County area, you want to step up your fitness, learn a new skill, or purchase some apparel or gear, check out the link in the bio. Now let's get back to the show. All right, we're back from the break. Marcus, we talked about adversity in the ring. We talked about some fights and that emotional roller coaster. Your dad watching you when life wasn't fair and like things that you should have won and didn't.
Yeah.
I want to transition over to life adversities that you've gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just set the stage with some things that I know about you.
Mm-hmm.
In my fitness journey, I heard that boxing is good cardio, learning a skill. I heard that as you age, to fight off mental paralysis, let's just say. Men, we get older, we have our routines.
Mm-hmm.
You get in these routines, and so in a way to fight that, I wanted to learn a new skill.
Mm-hmm.
Went online, saw a couple places, but you vibed with it. You vibed with me the most.
Mm-hmm.
I walked into your place over on 41 next to the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and the place is packed, bags hanging, air conditioning off. It's a sweatshop in there. Men getting after it, kids in there getting after it, women hitting that bag like it felt gritty. I was like, I want to do this. You walked over, that big old Marcus smile, introduced yourself, and you started training me. We were doing private classes, right? From there, you jumped to another place, The reason why you left that place is because I think there's a car or something hit the building, then they found out there was asbestos in the building, so you had to leave. You went to a different place. You're there for a while, and you moved to another place, and now you're at a different place. Yep. Through the time I've known you, you've moved I think 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
For a while, you were coming to my place because because I think it was COVID or something was going on, so you had to adapt to that. You were doing outdoor classes. The other thing I know is we had some hurricanes here, and for a while you're doing screen work and you're helping the community, and you're working. Your work ethic, we know where you get that from, your family.
Yeah.
I get the impression from you that whatever needs to be done, you get it done. You're not afraid to adapt. You don't lay down and give up. You aren't only a fighter with the gloves, you are a fighter in life.
Yeah.
Let's talk some life challenges outside the ring that you've been through, and let's speak to that for a little while. And you can pick up wherever you want.
Yeah. Man, shoot. I would say here recently, the last 2 years, 2024 was one of my best and most challenging years too. I made the most money I ever made in 2024.
Good
like
job.
Life-changing money.
Nice.
And this is without taking punches, but made a really good amount of money in 2024, and I was actually in a transition of like moving, so I lived in not the most comfortable place that year, but I could have left at any point I wanted to because I was making a really good amount of money, but I was like, locked in on what I was doing. So I'm like, I'm in the trenches now, and if this is what I have to go through to, make it happen like this, I'm cool with it.
Explain that to me.
So
what do you mean by not living in the most comfortable place?
So I was living in a friend's garage. I had, so my lease was up at the apartment I was at for a few years, and the landlord wanted to remodel and everything, so he didn't, extend the lease because he was trying to remodel. And so I was looking for a place, and I was about to, sign a new lease. And in that time, another friend of mine, he was like, I got this place and I'm getting ready, if you want to come and
Understood.
Stay out here or whatever, like this place will be ready in, this amount of time. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I was just about to sign this lease at this new place, but like if I'm saving money and it's you, I'm comfortable or whatever. So the place wasn't ready, it went through a lot of, I guess, obstacles with this place getting ready.
Okay.
So in that time, I'm like, living in a garage, just waiting, but continuing to like, go to the gym. A lot of people don't know this. So this is like, me shedding a lot.
And listen, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It takes humility and it takes courage to do that. And thank you.
Yeah. So I was emotional that year because like, moving places, and then a woman that I was, talking to, like we had kind of, went our own ways. So dealing with that emotional stuff, and then just, like the gym is like, kind of new to me still.
Right.
This is like when the gym had started, like, like picking up when I was on Broadway, and things were going good, like from the outside looking in, things were going really good, and a lot of people didn't know my living situation, but like, I didn't show anything. I still like, I was in a good place mentally. I was in a very, because of that, I was in a very good place mentally.
Okay.
Just me and my dog in the garage, and but I grinded. Like, I had internet, I had electricity and everything. But I wasn't like, it wasn't the most comfortable
I understand.
situation, but I was comfortable.
I get the impression that you can be comfortable anywhere.
Yeah.
Just because of how you were built.
Yep.
Like a fighter can adapt to anything.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been in some situations where like people wouldn't like, because a lot of people think that like I have it all. I don't. And
That's another thing. Thank you for saying that, because it's human nature for us to put our best foot forward and our best face forward, but none of us got it all together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to have the humility and the maturity to say, I ain't got it all together.
Yeah.
Because I don't either.
Yeah.
And there's a certain level of to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Nobody's got it all together.
Yeah.
And it can be like binding to act like you do.
Yeah.
It's freedom to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I've been living in the garage for the last few years. It's liberating freedom to not have to pretend
Exactly.
or make sure everybody sees me a certain way. That comes with maturity.
Yeah.
It comes with maturity, and
Yeah.
to be able to talk about
Yep.
it. Listen, there ain't nothing about me that I'm ashamed of.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
liberating.
Yep.
That's liberating, isn't it?
Yep. And there was a select few people that knew like where I was at and everything. A lot of people that were close to me,
Understood.
yeah. But so I was in the garage for most of the year, and then in the trailer, while the place was still getting ready,
Right.
For the rest of the year. But like I was financially doing really, really well,
Good.
and then moved from the gym on Broadway to Fowler because like I was leasing space from another gym,
Understood.
and we outgrew that, and parted ways with
On Broadway. You
on
outgrew
Broadway.
it.
Yeah, it was.
I remember when you were there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I got the feeling like this is too small for you.
yeah,
And you blew it up.
exactly.
You blew it up.
Yep. Yeah. So found a bigger space, and all the money that I made, well, not all the money, but a lot of the money that I made, just disappeared. Dwindled.
It dwindled in that new space.
In the new space, and some investments.
Okay.
Um.
Because when you went into the new space, you were so proud of it.
Yeah.
And I was proud for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I also had fear for you.
Yeah.
Because this is the biggest space you've ever been in.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in 2 other spaces,
Yeah.
and this place is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And I see all this work that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying, hey, I'm wanting to do this, I'm wanting to do that, and I'm excited for you, but at the same time I'm seeing dollar signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm trying to support you,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a side of me like, man, I hope he's got this
Yeah.
figured out, because this could be really great, or it could be.
Yeah.
I felt that anxiety for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope that you didn't feel that anxiety. I hope I covered it well, because
Yeah,
I
no, I didn't.
wanted to support you. You didn't feel it? Good.
No, not really.
I wanted to support you.
Yeah.
I wanted to support you, but
Yeah.
I had anxiety for you. The place was huge.
Yeah. It was.
It was big.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
you told me what the rent was, it put a knot in my stomach. So
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I was making that rent money for 7 years,
right.
straight,
Yeah.
so I was making more than that rent money for 7 years,
Understood.
so I was, it still came with a lot, because, it's all on me,
Right.
and outside of that, I moved into a really nice place, and now I got this rent plus the gym rent, so I'm putting out a lot of money, monthly.
Yep.
So I had the money to do it,
Yep.
I wish I would have, and these are the lessons that, like when it comes to like steering the ship, these are the lessons that I can pass on to people behind me,
And how old are you right now?
I'm 39. Yeah.
You got time.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah. So I wish that I would have done things differently, because I had a vision of, this is going to happen in this time. Like I'm mapping things out.
And listen, everything is a risk.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to take a risk, brother.
Yep. And I'm that guy.
Sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm telling you, at 39, you still got time on your hand. You still have time on your side.
Yeah.
You're good, brother.
Yeah.
You're golden.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, things were like really, really hard for me. My landlords, they were a piece of work. So just dealing with a lot of adversities, and issues with them, and then having to put on a good face for everybody.
Understood.
Be there all day, training people, giving my best,
Hey, I appreciate that about you.
Yeah.
I've never seen you in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you guys are seeing right now is what I've always seen.
Yeah.
And then to have to carry that weight and that struggle when somebody's paying for your time and you're giving them your best every time because I made this commitment to you.
Yeah.
That says a lot about your character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you shared that.
Yeah.
And I love you for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm big on, I'm not going to let situations change who I am at the core. No matter what I'm going through, and I like to be a beacon of light for people, because you never know what somebody's going through.
Mm-hmm.
So if a positive conversation or a positive interaction with someone could help them have a better day, no matter what I'm going through, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I like to give the best of myself no matter what. So even when I'm holding all my weight, I still try to present myself as the person that I am at my core.
Yeah.
And
you've done that.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything but this.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe at the end of the day, whatever happens to this podcast, maybe if the only thing happens is you and I become better friends, where you can help me carry some of that load. I want to carry some of that load. Maybe that's all. Maybe this is all that's meant to be.
Yeah.
But you can't carry it all yourself. Like I told you, I got a wife that backs me up. Everybody needs to have have somebody.
Definitely.
You can't carry all of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, your landlord, your pressure, your landlord's, you said, is a piece of work, and you're feeling the struggle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People come in, they get the best version of you every time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So keep going.
Yeah. So it was a trying year, Like I'm just trying to figure it out, and I'm like, I should have it figured out. Like I got money that I can't touch right now that should have all of this covered to where I should be good, and just scraping the bottom of the barrel, but still making it work.
Yes, sir.
And it was just a lot to deal with,
Can I ask you another question?
Mm-hmm.
What about when you're laying in bed at night? Did you ever wake up in a panic? Like a sense of fear, like, oh my goodness, I just got myself in, like, what did I do? Did you ever backtrack? Like when it's quiet and you're laying in bed, did you ever have an overwhelming sense of panic or fear?
No. Oddly enough, no. I believe in myself, and I believe that God made me, to be who I am.
Yeah.
And I believe in my purpose.
Good.
So
the reason why I ask is because I have.
Mm-hmm.
When I've maybe tried new ventures and there's obstacles that seem to be overtaking me, and it could go one of two ways. I could hit it big, or this could be,
mm-hmm.
It seems like the fear hits me when it's quiet.
Yeah.
when the household's sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just laying there, and there's this rush of panic,
Mm-hmm.
this fear, this immobilizing fear will rush over me.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
But you're a fighter. You don't
Yeah.
you don't lock up.
Yeah.
You keep moving. You keep going.
Yeah.
Curious.
I don't think I ever had a sense of or a fear of failing, you know. I never thought that I would fail.
You
And
can't.
and
you can't.
if I did, I would always get back up and fight, you
There you
know.
go.
So I was never worried about like, okay, this is. Well, I wouldn't say that because I was like, you know what, maybe because all the physical work, I'm in pain, you know, like from 158 fights in years and years of the abuse, all the physical labor that comes with, you know, preparing for fights, and now I'm back in it, you know, with the physical labor of catching punches, holding mitts and everything. Like, is it worth it? Like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I've already put in the work and beat myself up. Why am I beating myself up again? And, you know, like, feels like I'm not making anything right now, you know? So that was one of the thoughts, you know,
Okay.
but I would always get re-energized when a kid is smiling because he just learned something new.
Wow.
One of my fighters is raising his hand in victory, and his family and everybody, the whole team's cheering for him. So
you're getting little glimpses of the fruit of your labor,
yeah,
and it's worth it.
yeah.
Got it.
So I think that's what drives me to keep going is because I see what I'm doing for other people, you know.
Yeah.
The knowledge and the care that I'm giving, you know, I know it helps somebody.
Yeah.
And it's I'm helping people achieve their goals and become better people. So that's big to me. And I think that's you know, my parents, that's, you know, why they did it, you know.
So a thought that I just had. You're a smart guy. You're strong.
Mm-hmm.
You could choose the safe route.
Mm-hmm.
You could, you know what? You could go get a job at Publix. You could go get a job doing whatever.
Yeah.
But you ain't built for that, man. Like, your purpose is this.
Yeah.
And like you said, when it gets hard and then you find your purpose in that kid's smile or like what you just described, that keeps you in the fight, that keeps you going.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be happy working at Publix. Listen, you wouldn't find it satisfaction doing anything else but what you're doing.
That's funny. I used to work at Publix. I was a baker at Publix.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you beat that bread?
I had to.
Did you pound that dough, buddy? That probably what made your hand so hard. But I like that because I found my purpose in life, and it's not easy all the time. A lot of times it's hard. It gets difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Because when you find your purpose, it's really not work. It's what you're what you're made to be.
Yep.
What you're made to be, and God molds us and makes us into what He wants us to be, and when we do what we're supposed to, even when it gets hard, that's what keeps us in the fight.
Yeah.
And you are custom built for what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen you interact with people.
Yeah.
You're good at it.
You know, I enjoy it. And this place that I'm in now, man, it's a blessing, and it's such a blessing. And I was honestly ready to give up last year.
Really?
Like I was at the point to where I'm like, you know what, I'm done. You know,
Why?
Like, it got that because it got hard.
It got
It got hard. Not only it was hard dealing with the pressure from, you know, my landlords, and then just trying to figure everything out. And
Did they not want you there? I don't understand. What was the pressure from? And if you can't talk about it, just say I can't talk about it.
I really don't want to talk about it, but
Okay.
like they weren't the oddly enough, they're church people.
Wow.
They were pastors, you know.
Wow.
And they were just different, you know.
You're making your life miserable.
Yeah, it was, and my aunt shares the same name as your wife.
Karen?
She passed away. Yeah, she passed away the end of October, and she had a battle with cancer, and just like rapidly, like she had a rapid decline. Luckily, I was up in Orlando when she was in the hospital, like just randomly, and my family told me, "Hey, you know, she's
nothing's random."
Well, yeah, by God's will,
Yeah,
you know.
no, I get you.
So I was up there for a movie premiere of Christy Martin,
Okay.
and I got in contact with my family, and you know, I always hit my family up when I'm around, and they're like, "You need to come to the hospital," you know. Auntie Karen's in the hospital and it's not looking good. I'm like, why y'all just not telling me?
Wow.
So
so you're already feeling your own pressure.
Yeah.
And now this is on
Yeah.
you. So you're feeling,
Yeah.
when's it gonna end?
Yeah.
Job's sitting around the fire.
Mhm.
When's it gonna end? So
Yeah.
you're feeling that.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
And you're on the cusp of quitting right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm letting them know, you know, hey, like things are tough right now. I'm dealing with family situations and, you know, like I'm going to be late, you know. And, you know, like they're like, well, that's not our issue basically, you know, but like condolences to you. Like we hope, you know, we'll pray for you. And you know, but I'm gonna give you this 3-day notice, you know.
Hold on. What, I didn't understand what happened. Did your landlords give you 3-day notice?
Yeah.
When your aunt?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you told them this?
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
So
Got it. So the ones who are supposed to exemplify the character of Christ,
yeah,
are the ones that you're not getting that from.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother level of pain.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. And I'm like, you're supposed to be, you know, a man of the cloth.
Yeah. Got it.
And this is not godlike.
Okay.
The way that y'all are present. I mean, or
let me tie something together.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tie something together. So you described a couple fights that you were in, where one guy was cheating and got the win.
Mm-hmm.
The odds were against you, you get the win. Another guy, you were winning, should have won the fight, and it went the other way. Just because those ministers, they should have exemplified the character of Christ, shown you some love and grace. That's what we should have done. But just because it didn't go that way, again, human beings are, at the end of the day, are human beings.
Yep.
They are responsible for their actions. But you have a decision to make. Just like in those fights, you could have been bitter. This isn't right.
Yep.
I would say that the way that they treated you, especially being
In that
ministers
time,
of the gospel, was not Christ-like.
Yep.
But now you have a decision to make. Don't get bitter against God because of God's people. You got a decision to make. There's things that aren't fair and aren't right, and hey, you're supposed to be exemplifying this, and you're not. And we can point fingers and say and make excuses of why I don't get to do what I'm supposed to do because they claim to be this and they're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So that's a little lesson.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's a little lesson. So I feel that. My dad's a Baptist preacher. I feel that.
Yeah.
They should have been your strongest
support.
You should have been able to go to them, prayed with them.
Yep.
Hugged you, loved you. Hey, brother, what do you need?
Yeah.
You weren't getting that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, got 3 days to go. I can complain about it. I can be bitter about it, or I can quit.
Yeah.
or I can keep moving. So you decided to.
Yeah. I mean, so like I made ends meet regardless. And, but you know, like when my aunt passed, the end of October, she passed, I think the third week of October. We buried her the weekend of Halloween. They had an event, I guess like a back to school or some kind of like, you know, trunk or treat event that they did at the church. And I'm out of town for my aunt's wake, and they know, you know, like, so I've been communicating with them throughout, you know, the whole process of my aunt getting sick and everything, or you know, being sick, you know, in the last, you know, few days, you know, of her life, and the day before the funeral, you know, I'm out of town in Clearwater and at the wake, and they are blowing my phone up about, hey, there's some vehicles behind the gym. We need them moved because we have an event going on, and blase. And I'm like, you know where I'm at right now. And you knew you had an event how long ago?
Right.
If you would have told me this weeks before time or a week before, I would have got it moved.
Yeah.
You know? But for you to it doesn't even matter what religion you are, but just humanity.
Right.
Knowing that someone is going through the loss of a loved one.
Yeah.
And you're blowing them up about something,
Moving a vehicle out of the way. Yeah.
It's like, who are you? You know, like, so it was a very upsetting and heartbreaking, you know, time. So I'm like, I'm like, y'all don't have to worry about me being here anymore.
Wow.
I found a place, and as soon as, you know, I get back in town, like, all my stuff will be gone. Yeah. And where I'm at now, it's a blessing. It is a blessing. And people have
hold on a minute.
Yeah.
What you talking about, man? Sometimes at your lowest, the best is right on the cusp, isn't it?
Yep.
And now how God works. He brings us to a spot like that. He brings this thing in our life where I'm treated unjustly unfair, and then to describe the place where you're at now as a blessing.
Yeah.
Sometimes a blessing is just on the other side.
Yeah. Yep.
And listen, what would have happened if you got caught up on this bitterness and everything, this lowest point in your life? You said, you know what, I quit. I'm just going to give up. Yeah. But you're telling a whole different story, man.
Definitely. Yeah.
You're telling a whole different story.
Yeah. The thing is, man, I have somebody that wants me to be there. Like and we talked earlier in the year, you know, about me looking at that spot, and it just took time, you know, because they're waiting for somebody to move out and everything.
So describe to me where you're at. Describe to me this blessing.
I'm on 4th Street, downtown Fort Myers, and it's over in Titan Contracting. They have
I know Clint Green.
Yeah.
I know Clint.
So Clint's an amazing guy, man.
He's a good dude.
He's an amazing guy.
Him and his brother.
Yep.
I'm good friends with them. They're good people.
So they because I trained Clint's nephew sometime a couple years ago.
Okay.
And man, they have been a blessing.
They're community people.
Yeah.
They're all about the community.
They're really good.
In North Fort Myers, somebody drove into the gas station, and Clint and the boys got over there and put that place back together quick.
Yeah.
Clint and those guys they're good people.
Yeah.
They're solid.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So man, he's been looking out, and all of their employees, man, like everybody that worked for Titan, they've been nothing but amazing. You know, nothing but helpful, and like people like, you know, come to me and they're like, man, Marcus, you're doing so good, like you're working hard, like what you like. Look at what you're doing. Look what you built. I'm like, I ain't do this, man. I didn't like. There's a lot that I will
Yeah.
take claim for,
Yes.
but this was not me. This was God.
Isn't that comforting? Isn't that comforting?
Yeah.
You just kind of stick with it, do your part,
Yeah.
let God do his part,
Yeah.
and then you can say, hey, you can give him some glory. Say,
Yeah.
hey, this wasn't me, this was
Yeah.
God.
Yep. And in a time where my belief, my faith has been, not as strong.
Mm-hmm.
God showed me.
It's strong now, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're his boy. He
Yep.
got you, man.
Yeah.
That's good. It's comforting, isn't it?
Yep.
Sometimes it takes the darkness, not being able to see him, that when he turns the light on, we appreciate something and learn something about him that we wouldn't have appreciated without the hardship and the darkness.
Yeah.
He works like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you shared that story. So where you are now, you're growing the business.
Yep.
Are you in a good spot?
Yeah, I'm man, I'm in an amazing spot, man.
I'm glad.
So yeah, things are going really well. The gym is huge. The members are growing, got 2 rings up, got the cage up, got a bunch of
Nice.
heavy bags up, man.
Nice.
Got some equipment in there.
Nice.
And like everybody loves it. And like people can see that I'm in a better place than I was last year. Like they're like, man, you're happy.
Good.
Like you were like you're always happy, but like it looked like some weight's been lifted.
Good.
And it definitely has. So like I'm in a much better mental space. I don't have to hide, anything.
Nice.
So like I don't have to put the face of a clown on. So like I'm honestly truly like in a very, very good place right now.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I want to make a transition. Here. We're talking about your new space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's make a transition here. When I had a mental picture of what a boxing gym was like, and I only know your gym. I only know you.
Yeah.
You're the only trainer I've had. You're the only dude I've hung with. So I don't know
Man,
about
I
the other.
appreciate that.
I don't know the other. I don't know what anything else is like.
Yeah.
Depending on your skill set and what you want to do, if I wanted to be a professional fighter, you have the skill set to do that and train and go. But you don't just have young 20-somethings who want to be professional fighters in your gym. I've seen young girls, elementary school age, coming in after class.
Yeah.
I had my daughters come in for a while. You got an old guy like me. When I was coming in, there's a guy before me that was, I think, a few years older than me that you were training. So you have this wide spectrum. You got a lot of women in there. You got this wide spectrum. So let's speak to, and again, I only know you, so I'm gonna ask the question.
Yeah.
Has the mindset of a boxing gym evolved? Has it become more inclusive? From what I see at your place, I see all different nationalities. I see all different the 2 different genders, not all different genders, 2 genders. I see 2 different genders. I see all age spectrums.
Yeah.
And it just feels fun.
Yeah.
I'm learning something. So someone who might want to challenge themselves, maybe wants to just get healthy, wants to move the body. Let's speak to that for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, boxing has definitely gotten a lot more mainstream. Like you see it on commercials now. You see it, like on a lot of advertisement and like big businesses are marketing, boxing now. So I think it's gotten away from it being this this sport where you only see like
Ego.
just not just ego, but just men that are just grimy or gritty, or it's not just a man's sport. It's not just a sport for fighters. People are using it for aggression release, like mental therapy. You see it's big in Parkinson's and everything. There's a lot of healing with Parkinson's disease from boxing. So you have your steady rock, classes and everything for Parkinson's. And
describe that for me. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Describe that for me.
So there's a big community that, I mean, Freddie Roach is Manny Pacquiao's trainer, amazing trainer.
All right.
He has Parkinson's. You don't see him shake a lot when it comes to like him holding mitts or boxing and everything.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people that that use boxing for therapy that has Parkinson's, So, and other than that, like, it's self-defense, like there's no greater confidence in knowing that you can protect yourself and protect your family.
Yeah.
I tell people, like, most rooms that I'm in, like, I feel like I can, take anybody, but I don't present that. Like, I'm
right.
Like, I'm the nice guy,
Right.
But
you're the nice guy because you can be nice.
Yeah.
Because you can flip a switch.
Exactly. But there's a confidence that comes with, knowing how to protect yourself, and not having to,
Got it.
And for women, I think, women definitely need it, like young girls, and women need it, just to make sure that they have that extra safety guard,
skill set.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're not a victim.
Yeah.
Skill set.
Exactly.
I felt, I was training with you for a while, and my daughters were talking about it. They're 15, and at the time they're 15 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt totally comfortable having my girls in your space.
Yeah.
It's a safe space. It's
Definitely.
inviting. I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just curious how it has evolved, because I don't think it's always been that way where, but it has.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're unique to that or if the space has evolved, but for me, a protective dad, hey, let's roll to Marcus's place and be good with it. Like, it's inviting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say back in the day, girls weren't allowed in the gym.
Okay, so it's changed a lot.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. Girls weren't really allowed in the gym. I mean, we did have some girls that fought. Tiara Brown, who is a WBC world champion from Fort Myers. Her and her cousin came before her. She was ranked number 3 in the nation.
Wow.
But when it comes to like girlfriends or wives, like that was frowned upon, like you don't bring your girls to the gym. This is a space where, we go to work,
Got it.
and there's no distractions, now, like, women are starting to learn how to fight. You see a lot of women that are starting to train. I've seen some women that can hold some pads really good.
Wow.
And it's definitely more inclusive.
What I like about your place is that you can be as hard as you want to be, or as soft as you want to be.
Yep.
And you just let that person take the lead
Mm-hmm.
and adapt.
Yeah.
I like that there's a spectrum there, that you don't have to be hard to be here.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want to get some exercise in and learn how to throw some hands at the same time, what do you want to do?
Exactly.
And you adapt to it. And it's, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine. He's going to be on next month. His name's Tom Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
He's a year younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
He got into fitness a few years ago, well, several years ago now, and he and I kind of like helping each other. A year or two ago, he got diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Mm-hmm.
So there's things that he used to be able to do that he can't do now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to relay the message.
Okay.
And if you have any science behind this, shoot it my way.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll forward him.
Definitely.
He found out that he had Parkinson's. He was doing a workout, and he was trying to jump rope, and he just couldn't do it. And he did the thing. He's taking some medication for it. It's early on. I guess there's some medication that kind of stave it off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But anything that's like this that will help, I need to turn him on to it. So that's cool. Thanks for sharing that with me.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll make one more transition here, and then we'll either shut it down or keep going if we come across something.
Yeah.
But I told you I looked you up because I wanted to expand my fitness. And be honest with you, I just want to know how to, if I had to do work on somebody, I want to know how to do it and look good doing it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Like I just want to be, like you said, pop. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be able to know how to pick my shots and like look good doing it. If I'm being honest.
Yep.
The warm up, I thought I was in shape, and I am in shape.
Yeah.
But when we set a clock, okay, and you can walk me through this. You set a clock and you're jumping rope for I think a round, like it was what 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yep.
You're jumping rope for 3 minutes, and hey guys, 3 minutes don't sound long, and I'm in shape, but 3 minutes on a jump rope will wear you out.
Yeah.
It'll wear you out. So 3 minutes on a jump rope, then you're down, what is it, 15 push-ups, right?
25. You've been cheating.
I don't remember, 20, it's 25.
It's 25.
Oh, so when you were turning around looking, I cut 10 off. 25. And then the bell rings, I think of what, 30-second rest?
Minute rest.
A minute rest.
Yeah.
And we do 3 rounds of that.
Yep.
For someone who wants to get fit, you don't need a whole bunch of equipment. A jump rope, brother.
Yep.
A jump rope will light you up.
Yeah.
And then even that's a skill set, because I'm trying to skip like you, and you make it look easy.
Yeah.
But even that's something you can learn, that footwork and whatnot. Making new tributaries in the brain, learning something. A jump rope is cheap, and it's something you can do.
Yep.
The other thing that you did that I learned, and thank you for this, is after you did 3 rounds of that, there were these cane poles. You grab one, and you put it across your shoulders, and you put your arms on it, and you would get in a fighter stance, and you're doing this rotation. I found them real tight on my rotation. So you're doing this rotation a certain way, and because you're those movements, right?
Yeah.
And I realize it, it's these movements, but I was real tight on that rotation. And then you do another one where your feet are planted side by side, and you lean over, and you're doing the same thing, the rotation.
Yeah.
What I found is, and I picked that up in my own fitness. What I found is in most training, like most weightlifting training, it's like lateral movements. Your bench, your squat, it's lateral. Rotational stuff is important. And I picked up rotational stuff in my workout. It just felt good to twist, and my spine would go click, 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 like those rotations. So I've been doing lateral movements, waking those muscles up, and rotational things. I wouldn't have learned that had I not been with you. So let's just walk through a class. I come in, you hit that rope, you do the 25 push-ups.
Yeah, so we start, like, I mean, the guys that have already been doing or know what they're doing, you know, once they're in it. It's four rounds of jump rope for classes, 25 push-ups after every round. The quicker you get those push-ups done, the longer you get to rest, you know. My fighters don't get to rest. They do the push-ups, get right back to jumping.
Wow.
You know. And then we stretch. We'll stretch as a group, or everybody stretches on their own.
Right.
And then they get to bag work, you know, so they get to, you know, like maybe 8 rounds of bag work, but in between those 8 rounds, they're doing mitt work with myself or one of my other trainers.
Got it.
After that, we'll, depending on the day, because there's different things, you know, sometimes I'll come in and I'll mix it up with them.
Good.
But we'll do abs as a group, or we'll go for a run. Sometimes I'll just come in and I have a deck of cards, you know, and they hate the deck of cards because that deck of cards, they don't know what they're gonna get.
The deck of cards is going to dictate. It's going to dictate your misery.
Yep. So there's and they're working for 3-4 rounds, you know, nonstop, and like a king is mountain climbers, you know, and it's on me to, you know, like tell them when to stop, and sometimes I forget. But we got, you know, like, you know, a joker is like dealer's choice, you know, so I'll have them doing burpees, or, you know, like mountain climbers, or, you know, duck walks, or whatever comes to mind, you know, just random stuff. So I try to mix up the workout sometimes to where it's not always the same thing, and
keeps it fun.
Yeah, it keeps it fun. They're getting a workout from it, and it's not mundane, you know. So like, but the base of most workouts, you know, is heavy bag work, starting off jump rope, stretch, mitt work, heavy bag, abs, you know, and running or whatever.
How long's an average class? Like an hour?
Hour and a half, yeah.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
I know you have group sessions, right? How much does a group session cost?
So our group sessions, we are charging $125 a month, for classes for group sessions. Our personals, our one-on-ones are, 75.
$75 a month. Per
75
person.
a session.
75 bucks a pop for a session, one-on-one. And how much was it for a month for the group?
125.
125. How many sessions do you get?
So we're open 5 days a week, so it's up to you to come,
You come as many times as you want.
come as many times as you want, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And actually on Saturdays we have open gym.
Okay.
And open gym, we have like sparring. I'll invite other gyms to come over and spar. We're open from like 11 to 3 on Saturday. And guys go there and either hit the bag and work or watch the sparring, or some of the guys get in there and mix it up. But the gym is open 6 days a week, and outside of that, I do personal training every day. So
Got it.
yeah, I live in the gym. So
Got it.
yeah.
Any personal stories about me and my
Man, yeah. So I mean, we've had some great talks, man. You're definitely one of my favorites, and we've had some nice sessions and everything. One, I guess, particular time or conversation that I want to bring up is and this is why your brand still strong, and that shirt Fighter. It's you. We were getting ready for that 100-miler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were getting like he like Keith, you're amazing. You have.
So hold on a minute. For people who don't know about the 100-miler, catch them up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you tell the story.
Yeah.
Catch 'em up.
So Keith just he wants to like challenge himself. And he's like, man, I think I'm gonna do a 100-miler. You want to do it with me? And I don't know why I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay, I'm down. So we start warming up and like getting ready. We're running from my gym to down past Alico. It's like 20 something miles.
We
20.
we ran 20 miles at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
And
like
dude,
10. Yep.
That felt so good.
Man, it was amazing. It was such a good feeling. 22. It was 22 miles. It was 22 miles.
You know what felt good about it is nobody else was doing it but us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's living their life, doing their own in the box thing.
Yeah.
And you and I out there running down freaking 41 at 10 o'clock at
Yeah.
night. It just felt like liberating.
Yeah,
And to do it with somebody, it was awesome.
Yeah. It was man, I felt so good. It's so peaceful running. And normally I don't run with a partner, but like running with you and like, like we kept a nice pace.
Yes,
and
sir.
it felt good. It
Yes,
felt
sir.
good. The weather was nice. It didn't even feel like, like normally I ran I ran a half marathon, the Hooters half, some years before that. And I was in pain. Like the next couple days, my legs were hurting.
Right.
But we just coasted and had a nice little run. Yep, conversation, talked, and took our breaks when we needed to, and it was just such a good feeling.
Do you remember we stopped at that gas station? And that cop came up and said, "What you guys doing?" I said, "Man, we're just going for a run." He's like, "Oh, that's good. Keep on rolling, man. Keep on rolling." But yeah. He was wanting to know what we were doing on foot out that time of night.
For real. Yeah, but you had all the gadgets, man, the water pack and all the, the rehydration stuff and everything. So you came prepared, and like I was looking forward to that 100-miler. And then you got sick. And when we were supposed to do it, you got sick. And then the gym just started getting busy.
I remember.
And when you were when you got back well and everything, like I couldn't do it. I didn't have the time. I'm like, man, I wanted to do it so bad. And then when you went and did it, I was like, man, I want to be there with him. So like, it hurt me not to be there with you.
Yeah.
It hurt me not to be there with you. I was like, man, I wish I wasn't so busy at this time. I wish you didn't get sick, and I wish I was there with you. And I know you had like some some adversities going through it. You got
did.
yeah, like halfway through, like you started kind of like, you know, like
I was locking up.
Yeah.
Dude. I was locking up.
so I was like, man, I wish I was there with them. And like I envisioned that run. Like I visually envisioned that run with you, you know. And I think I'm gonna challenge myself to do it, you know, still, you know, but like kudos to you for pushing it. Like 100 miles is crazy. It's crazy. But you, man, you have the will of a champion and a warrior, man. So like that's one of like, it speaks in volume of who you are. Like you're gonna get it no matter what, you know.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Because when I talk about my purpose, my family's my purpose, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to be everything I can be for them.
Yeah.
Physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking forward to run that with you too.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. But like we said, nothing happens by accident.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot. By being by myself that I wouldn't have learned with you.
Yeah.
I grew a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do it by myself.
Yeah.
Some things unlocked to me that wouldn't unlocked if you and I were just having a good time together.
Yeah.
Maybe we do it again.
Yeah.
Maybe we do it again. But that one was meant to be.
Yeah.
You talked about I was 60 miles deep. I was in North Fort Myers like 2 o'clock in the morning. And bro, I was locked up. Like I couldn't even bend I was locked up. I felt like my legs were like sticks. I couldn't bend my knees. My feet were swollen up. Some freaking homeless dude comes out of the woods riding his bicycle behind me. I'm thinking, this is it. I won't be in the newspaper. 48-year-old guy gets raped by homeless guy in North Fort Myers. I'm thinking, this is it. I can't even get away from him. But he was a cool dude.
Yeah.
He like rode us back real slow, and we talked and stuff while I was going. I mean, it was what I needed. Like this homeless guy comes out of the woods, and it was what I needed to keep going for a little bit.
Yep.
But I got to a point where I literally couldn't go.
Yeah.
I called my wife, said, "Hey, baby, I made it 60 some odd miles. I can't go anymore." She's like, "Can you just sit down?" I said, "Baby, I can't even. If I sit down, I can't. I'm telling you, if I sit down, I can't get back up. That's how bad I was." I said, "I'm going as far as I can go." She picks me up, takes me home. I'm telling myself, "Well, you've gone as far as you can go." Like I'm telling myself it's okay. All right, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You text me. How's it going, buddy? And I threw the phone down. I didn't want to tell you I quit.
Yeah.
I threw the phone down. I didn't want to tell you I quit.
Yeah.
Of all people, I can't tell you I quit. I can't tell you I quit.
Yeah.
So I got up and just started walking around my bedroom. And things started loosening up.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that doesn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got back after it.
Yeah.
You texted me. I got back after it. I said, honey, drop me off. She dropped me off. And instead of running the whole thing by myself, I said, do me a favor. I said, this backpack, it was wearing blisters in my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't want to carry this anymore. Can you just carry it for me? Can you put it in the truck and carry it for me? And dude, it felt so good to get that backpack off.
Mm-hmm.
It felt, okay. You know when you have me boxing with weights,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put the weights down, and
Yeah,
your
yeah.
hands feel so
Loosen
boom,
back up.
boom.
Yep.
You feel
Mhm.
boom.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. I felt
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
was on air.
Okay.
So for that last 40-something miles, my wife would drive 5 miles out,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just run to her.
Yeah.
5 miles at a time, buddy.
Nice.
And you were doing security or something,
Mm-hmm.
and you're texting me.
Yeah.
I said, hey, dude, I got 15 miles to go. And you being invested in that,
Yeah.
it kept me going.
I was so proud of you.
It kept me going. So it wasn't, I had to do it myself, but I couldn't have done it myself
Yeah.
without my
That support.
wife,
Yeah.
without you, like support.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man, that homeless guy, man. Hey, angels come in
Mm,
odd shapes, man. You know.
yeah. Thanks for reminding me that.
Yeah. I don't know how you forget that.
Yeah, those emotions were,
Man.
they were strong.
Yeah. And I prayed for you, man. I was
you?
proud of you. I prayed for you, man. It was, yeah, I wanted to be there.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there. And I was like, man, I like this dude is he's the man, you know. Like,
And then I think it was like, what, 3-4 days later, I was in the gym.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you're not hurting? Like, what, bro?
We got a picture
I
together.
would have laid up. I would have been laid up for a week after 100.
3 or 4 days later, I was in the gym with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, Marcus, I think this is a good note to end it on. Just your life story is a testament to just not giving up.
Yep.
Just getting after it.
Yeah.
But I give the guest an opportunity to speak to someone at your lowest point.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like relived that. I felt you getting emotional about it.
Yeah.
If you were to speak to yourself or to speak to someone else who felt that way, what are some words of encouragement that you could give to someone that this might help them?
Yeah, man. Something I've always told people, you know, the sun always shines more than it rains. You know, and rain is good for growth.
There you go.
Rain is good for growth, but those storms end.
There you go.
Those storms do end, and the sun is always going to shine more than it rains, more than it storms. So no matter what you're going through, you know, like just try to stay positive. Find your purpose. You know, you got people that are rooting for you. You got people that care for you. So like when things get low, man, just, you know, like remember who you're doing it for. And know that there is something worth getting to on the other side, you know. And you know, right now, I guess in this time right now, for me, it's like, don't forget God, you know. Because I was at a point to where like I was doing it all myself, you know, like I felt like I was doing it all myself, and God took a lot away from me. And you know, like I've started thanking him, you know, for everything, you know. And now I'm at the point to where like, you know, like I know that God is still there.
Wow.
I know that God is there with me. So find your faith and find your purpose, and don't give up, you know, because it's no matter what we go through, it's worth it to get to where we need to be.
Marcus, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. Thank you for taking time out to be here with me. We're going to leave it on that note. Cool. I love you.
Love you
Appreciate
too,
our
man.
friendship.
Definitely.
Bye, buddy.
That's okay, still strong. Watch me rise my way, slow growth turns